Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. We're going to jump into the queue here. Meanwhile, let's have a look at Wonderboat versus Groove Wizard. I saw in that game there was an energy matrix, that's all I figured out, so there you go. Playing as Homeless, base +8, 60 seconds. Alright, notice that Arca is in the set, and that might be worth purchasing. That's a thing that, you know, sometimes I forget. What do you do? Like, Apollo doesn't actually seem all that great, but you have Grenade Mech to sell back the blue anyway, and you want at least 2 blue for Arca, I think. So maybe Apollo is just fine. Like, yeah, especially because your opponent wants red. There'll be like, and they'll have blue. There's walls, there's Tarsiers to snipe. It should be okay. And I think it's reasonably high econ because of Arca and Megadrone. So it should be okay to get the Apollo. Sniping tech will actually be like pretty brutal when your opponent wants Arca. Yeah, that's actually a huge concern. So I think that that is a good reason to get Apollo and 3rd NG. And you want the Grenade Mech to be able to sell your blue back, but you don't want to necessarily do that until you've got the Arca on the table. Because they can, well, I don't know. You can sell it back for a little while and then rebuy it, I don't know. And then sell it again. Right? If you have a 3 forges, they can't snipe one. But here's the thing, you want to get your 7 attack without buying an Animus, because otherwise the Apollo is going to be a big problem. Because it can threaten to snipe Animus or Forge, which you don't want to allow. You don't want to overbuy $11 worth of tech to get out that Arca. So I think you get triple blue into Apollo into Grenade Mech. Maybe you get Grenade Mech first, maybe? Seems pretty bad, but it could force out a wall or something if it techs out conveniently. Yeah, you could get like a Megadrone. It's not great, but you could do it. And then I think you would like, you know, a Redeemer or something? If you can get the Gauss charges to time with your Arca and not with theirs. Or to time with theirs when they're going to have too much attack. The Redeemer could be pretty cool. So I think actually grabbing a Conduit here before any forges is probably good. Because you're going to want, I think... I mean, you want to buy 7 attackers, right? Or maybe a Redeemer and 4 other attackers or something. And you can't do that all at once just from blue. So having some green around is going to be pretty handy. BBB this turn? I mean, you could do it, but then the Redeemer will make you look pretty silly, right? You don't want to build an Apollo into that. So I think we just go pretty normal stuff here. Grab this wall. Sure. Actually, I guess Apollo's sniping tech is not as big a concern because you'll have 3 forges probably when it's time for Arca still. Yeah, I should be able to get like G-Mech Redeemer next turn for my Megadrone. The Redeemer's a bit scary because the Gauss charges the opponent gets, I suppose. You want to wait until they have some more attack before you commit to something like that. now they already have 3 attacks, so giving them 6 more is like sort of fine. They were going to be ready to fire Arca a few turns from now anyway. Oh, I can't actually Mega Drone this way, can I? Not if they click all their... Ah, but they probably won't, right? They want to click 1 pixie to get their own... Oh, yikes. They can actually just shoot my wall. God, I hate this game. Okay, so let's not do this. They want the Mega Drone, but if I had not built a second wall here, I would have been offering them some pretty great... They could have denied Absorb just by shooting the wall and then attacking, and I'd be in a lot of trouble. So we get this wall, and we get the Redeemer. If I really wanted to, I could build an Animus and, like, click everything next turn, but that doesn't seem so great. I can just get a Splitter and some Engies. Next turn I get my Mega Drone and an Animus, and then the turn after I can Arca into my own Gauss charges that they can't quite deny. Are you gonna try to Arca now? You must, right? After you build the Animus, you must build the Arca. Which means I get this staggering counter Arca. Yeah, you have to get the Arca here. You can't not, I think. I'm still sniping a Splitter because... why not? 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. And I can click some Pixies as well. Maybe click some anyway? Yeah. Now opponent gets this Arca, which really sucks. And then I get this counter Arca, which is stupendous. I don't know, I guess, okay. They got the Arca a turn earlier so that the Gauss charges would still do something. Wow, that is spicy. Oh no. Really? Can you do this? I didn't realize you had all that green. I think I'm okay though, right? Seems okay. Is Blood Pact good? Instead of getting like a force field or something and then an Immolite? This might be better. I never got the Mega Drone, did I? How did that happen? Did I forget? What? I think I just forgot. Like I had 5 or 6. Yeah, I had 5 attack. That's right. And I clicked a pixie, 2 pixies to make it 7 instead of buying the Mega Drone. Maybe I didn't have the NGs. I don't remember. Clearly, some kind of mistake was made, though. Well, 7 is good. It makes them lose maximum granularity. Now they're finally out of good snipe targets. That is to say, I am out of good things to snipe on their side of the field. But they're only attacking for 4? Oh, I should have clicked my Arca. Not really attacking. They made the mistake of clicking Immolites anyway, but maybe he'll find that and fix it. Yeah. I've made a lot of mistakes this game. My main advantage is I have this Redeemer. And, like, those mistakes turned out, some of them, kind of okay. Like, I got a much better Arca than opponent did. But I really missed out on that Mega Drone. And as a result, we're, like, tied on Econ, which I guess isn't the end of the world. And then, like, I clearly should have clicked this Arca. Here again, I should click the Arca, right? I think taking out the Forge is fine. Snipe Grimbotches? Sure, I mean, it's a thing you can do. Attacking for 11... I don't know, might as well throw in all these, right? If I'm doing that. I don't know if I'm really excited about sniping Forge. They don't really want to build a bunch of walls. I should just snipe the walls. Now they're barely keeping all their attackers alive. Three, 4, 5... Well, in this line, my Arca is actually getting fine value. 3, 4. But they could hold everything else. The Arca's not getting such great value. I think I need to click it. Yeah. Wait, what if I finally got that Megatron? That's a thing you can do. Should have gotten it last turn, but at least I wised up and did something, got it now, right? I don't know. Is it really that good? It denies the Arca a lot of value, so I guess I might as well. Seems fine. This Rhino, by the way, stinks. I was thinking I was going to attack with it. Should have been an Immolite or something at least. No Animus for me, huh? I wouldn't have expected that. I think you snipe the 2 health, or the botch? No, it's only worth 1 damage and then 2 health. That's not really any better than a wall, and it's probably in fact worse because they don't want to attack into my Arca maybe. Like, this Rhino is worth more, in fact, than that. Yeah, I mean, sniping Rhinos is fine. Isn't it? This is arriving on a turn when they don't necessarily have that much attack. Might let me get better Arca value. Speaking of, am I supposed to click Arca here? 1, 4, yeah, maybe. Doesn't look great. No, I shouldn't click Arca. They don't really want to hold the Rhinos that badly. You ought to snipe my Forge here, right? I think I could rebuy Animus for double pact against my Gauss charges. That seems kind of cool. One wall defends, then they'll snipe the splitter, so that's sort of fine. Snipe the 2 health Rhino instead, maybe? I never know with Apollo whether that's a good snipe or not. To get the wall next turn instead? Sure. Wall pact seems fine. Wall pact probably, in fact. Are they gonna like attack next turn? 3. They don't have to actually. But I don't think I can comfortably click the Arca anyway. And if they don't attack, that makes it easier to defend against the Gauss charges. I'm okay with that. I think you hold everything. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good looking pressure play, I guess. I think I can defend it, but I haven't done the math. I have 3 green. I can hold the splitter. I'll be okay. You should actually snipe the splitter, shouldn't you, instead of the forge? I think. Feels good to add more attack against the Gauss charges, against all the pressure opponent could muster. I shouldn't though, right? I should just get another forge. I've spent a lot of NGs. Maybe not teching enough? I don't really need the NGs, right? Enemy like can't even attack me next turn. Get a drone. I don't know, drone sucks. Could get another Gauss cannon. Actually, this botch sucks, because they're not attacking next turn. This is his last chance to get defensive value, and then I don't need the wall. Get another Redeemer. Turn 16 Redeemer. I don't know. I think it's actually like not a very high inflation situation. I think actually Redeemer is fine because the opponent actually is not using the Gauss charges very much. Also, they're out of blue. Okay, cool. Well, I know this is the first game of the episode, but for me, it's the first win in a long series of losses. Embarrassing losses as well. Just played abysmally. The stats are pretty spiky and weird, who knows? So, what to say? I think we both went for an early Apollo, that's cool. Here, I realized I need the second wall a little bit too late. I mean, I was in time to build the second wall, but I wasn't really in time to arrange and not to need it, so that I could get the Redeemer, which would have been nice. But actually, like, you kind of can't help that, can you? You only get one wall, and then you get the Apollo, and like... I don't know, I guess I could go Splitter Redeemer here, and wall. Maybe that would have been an interesting idea. Right, like... No, I can't... I don't have enough money for that. Splitter and Redeemer and wall? No way. So this all didn't happen. And then I set up for the Mega Drone, but I forgot to get it. Right? Like, this was clearly my Mega Drone turn. But because I had this extra Splitter, I had 5 attack and I, like, just forgot. Big mistake here. Especially since holding the Splitter would have made it so much easier to defend. So clearly needed a Mega Drone here. I just forgot to do it. It was such a slow game. I was talking about so many things. I just sort of forgot what the plan was. I was so wowed by opponent's Animus, and I don't know. It's kind of like, I talked about it during the game, but this Animus is kind of like, on the one hand bad, but on the other hand, like, what can you do? Because you don't want the Arca now when you have to spend a bunch of pixies to get it. Gosh, do you have to spend 4? Wow, that's terrible. But on the other hand, if you wait till next turn, like, the Gauss charges give you too much attack. And importantly, like, I can snipe Animus if you don't do it now. And so unless you want double Animus tech, you kind of have to do it now. So I think maybe the Animus was the wrong idea. And actually, like, opponent should say, oh well, I'll have 8 attack or whatever. You're gonna snipe my splitter. I'll have 2 grenade mechs and this. But like, then what are they spending their blue on? I think they should spend it on more grenade mechs. Which means they'll have excess attack next turn. Or on the Arca turn. So I don't know. I think the Redeemer Gauss charges worked out pretty well. Opponent, like, did put on a pretty good show here. Making it difficult for me. Again, should have been... Well, no, Immolate was fine. Making it difficult for me to Arca. But I could have held Splitter if I needed to. You know, it was sort of fine. I finally got this Mega Drone several turns too late. Like, I think I had another chance for it, didn't I? Here I attacked for 7 instead of, like... I don't know. I could have held the Immolate and built the Mega Drone. I was just sort of past the econ phase of the game and I forgot it was an option. Even though it was probably good, I think. Made some mistakes holding my Arca, but like, I think all these like little, well, they were not little tactical mistakes, they were pretty big tactical mistakes. But I think that somehow I was just so far ahead that none of this mattered, and I'm not sure how I got that far ahead. And I think the answer is like I got Redeemers, right? This is a set where Redeemer seems pretty good. There's very cheap soak in Blood Pact, and you have a bunch of excess green you don't really want to do anything with, and you have a giant absorber in Arca. So Redeemer's a pretty good way to get some attack. And to deny opponent their like big absorb denial turn with Arca. I think if I hadn't gotten this first Redeemer, opponent could quite comfortably build to an Arca a turn later than they did. And not have to blow a bunch of pixies. That was the other problem, is like, opponent kind of Arca'd too soon in a way. Buying Arca with pixies is not very good. The point of Arca is when you have like attack that was going to waste anyway. You can... I mean, I don't know. It's only 2 absorb that you're like denying here, but you spent 4 pixies to deny that absorb, right? So like those 4 pixies were going to do damage and now they don't. I don't know. It doesn't seem very great. I probably made some wrong Apollo snipes as well, like should have been hitting more rhinos, probably. Another thing I think that went well was I bought very few things that Apollo could do a good job against. You know, opponent got to snipe a splitter here and there, a wall here and there, but mostly I had pretty cool stuff. Opponent maybe sniped my tech buildings one time too often or something like that, but it was... I don't think that was the problem. Alright, well, I guess I'm done recording for the day. I finally won a game. Congratulations to me. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.